Okay, so in the specific heat lab today, what you'll have is you're going to have a styrofoam cup for your calorimeter, just a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder to measure the water, thermometer to measure the water temperature, and to help you measure the water, you're going to have a little pipette, and you're going to have some metals that you're going to try and determine what they are by measuring their specific heat. All right, so in the lab, you're going to need 150 milliliters of water. So just go back, take your plastic cup, fill it up with cold water from the taps in the back of the room, bring it back to your seat and wherever you're working, and just work in the tray again. If there's any spills, hopefully it's just going to go right in your tray. So you need about 150 milliliters of water. So the easiest thing to do, I think, is with this graduated cylinder is just do 75 milliliters twice. Why? Because sometimes you pour in too much, you pour out too much, it's hard to do. So just fill it up to just about 75 and use your pipette to take out a little bit or add a little bit more if you need it. And then you'll have 75 poured into your cup and do it again. And why, if you try and do 50, you really can't reach down in there to 50. So do 75 twice. All right, and then just again, your thermometer is the most important thing. Just make sure again, measure the water temperature, leave it in the water, make sure the level isn't moving anymore, and then read it at eye level while the bulb's still in the water, because that's what you're measuring. All right, and try and read it to 1/10 of a degree. Just a little bit of changes in temperature are going to occur in this lab, so you really got to read it carefully and have somebody else in your lab group read it and make sure you agree on what that temperature is. So we get your starting temperature. Then the metals, to heat them up, we're going to put them into a water bath. So you're going to have a water bath, and these, unfortunately, they don't get to boiling, but they get pretty hot. So to measure the temperature of the water bath, I put a digital thermometer, this is a LabQuest unit, into the water bath, and it's just laying there on the bottom. And that's where we're going to put our metals, in the bottom of the water bath. So try and keep the lid on there, because it really cools down quickly without the lid on. So when you take it off, if you need to, we're just going to put the metals in there, and you can see some of them are in there. Don't use your hands, the water's hot. So you're going to use tongs, and you can just go in there and take out a piece of metal, and you're going to transfer that into your styrofoam cup. And again, put the thermometer back in there, let it sit in there. You can use that to stir it around a little bit. That'll help transfer the energy quickly. Once it stops rising, again, measure it carefully to 1/10 of a degree, and you're done with that metal. But you do need its mass, so make sure you use your scale and measure its mass too. You will need that. Okay, and we'll use one metal and one water bath. I'm going to probably have a few water baths, and we'll just put different metals in different water baths. We'll only do one metal in one bath at a time. Okay.